What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to World of Tanks, kind of. Today we're looking at the 9.3 public test server patch notes. The public test server is now live, and I always find it funny when they say, install a small client file found here, 7.5 gig. Yeah, that's not very small. Anyways, today we're just going to be taking a look through these notes, see what's going on, see what's coming in the new patch. And one of the things that is actually kind of surprising, at least it was to me. Start off at the top here, Strongholds 1.1. You can upgrade Stronghold to level 10 now. Right now I think it's only level 4. So there's more things going on in Strongholds. And it looks like they're releasing new clan positions, so it'll be interesting to see what those will be. And of course more information will be released, yada yada yada. And this is just more information about clans. New tanks. They have new light, high tier tanks. The US is getting the T-37 at tier 6, the M41 Walker Bulldog at tier 7, and a T-49 at tier 8. The Soviet Union is getting the LTTB tier 7 and the T-54 Lightweight at tier 8. And the Germans, I'm not even going to pronounce that word there. Something Panzer RU-251 at tier 8. And these aren't getting released, but for testing only right now, the T-34-85M tier 6 Soviet medium tank. It looks like Marovanka has been reworked. And they also increased the map size from 800 by 800 to 1000 by 1000. Now, this is what's interesting to me. Not this first point, but the Chaffee was fully rebalanced, so we'll see what fully rebalanced really means. If it was nerfed, it was buffed, we'll see. But here's the part that surprises me. The KV-1S is at tier 6 now. Many people argue it's the best tier 6 heavy tank. It's got massive 122mm for its tier. But they rebalanced it and they're bumping it down to tier 5. And they're introducing a new tank to replace the KV-1S, the KV-85. So I knew they were going to do something to the KV-1S, but it was just only a matter of time, and I didn't know what they were doing. But there we are. There it is, actually. The M46 Patton's getting an enhanced suspension module added. They're renaming the Tier 7 German tank destroyer to the Sturrer Emil. I don't know how to pronounce any German words, go me. They're changing the maximum battle level for the M6A2E1. And they're increasing suspension durability for all its tier 5 to 8 light tanks. So they go high tier light tank drivers. The Jag Panther is now in HD. And the collision model is improved on the VK3601H. And repair cost is reduced by 24%. That'll be nice. I'm grinding that tank right now, so. And the FV304. I'm considering this to be a nerf. I'm just going to go over the main points. Reload time for a 4.5-inch howitzer is increased. Aiming time increased. Up here, reload time increased. Aiming time increased. And the suspension on medium terrain is getting reduced. So, oh, and another thing I forgot, traverse speed reduced. So I think the little FV304 is getting a nerf. I'm pretty confident saying that is a nerf, not a buff. The Hellcat, it's just getting its suspension all changed up and everything. The big thing here, the reverse speed reduced from 20 kilometers an hour to 12. That's pretty big nerf right there. And it's also getting one of its guns nerfed here. Reload time's going up. The Chaffee. Here is this rebalanced Chaffee. It's in HD now, so cool. It looks like suspension is getting buffed there. A little bit of increasing there. Terrain, the suspension. The M24 suspension is cheaper now, but you're getting less traverse speed. It looks like there are 2 new engines. There are 2 engines getting removed. 3 engines getting removed. So it used to be max engine of 500 horsepower, now it's going down to 460. So your acceleration is going to go down, unfortunately. Here's a big one. Repair costs reduced by 61%. And the vehicle's cost went down too, so it could be a good thing. The top forward speed changed from 56 to 77.2 kilometers an hour. Why 0.2? Who knows? But that's pretty big speed boost there. Well, speed limit boost. Yada yada yada. Aiming speed's getting increased. You're getting less shells in the 75mm gun. 75mm gun getting added, and one is getting removed. 76mm. Looks like some more XP reduction on a turret here. And some hit point nerfs. The M5 Stuart, now in HD quality. Again, a bunch of stuff changing on the suspension. The 75mm howitzer has been removed. And you're getting a few more hit points. Not crazy amount, but getting a few. And there's a 37mm gun. And the 20mm gun is getting removed. Nothing too interesting here. T18, suspension changing, of course. You're losing hit points though if you're still playing this tank. Reload time looks like it's going up a little bit. They're trying to balance it. It is a pretty strong tank after all. Aiming time's getting increased on the T57 heavy tank. And just more suspension stuff. And then the T69, T71 are getting well, it's the same gun, but the cost of it is going up. And T92, the mighty American artillery piece, is getting a bunch of its suspension buffed. And dispersion on the big gun is getting reduced, so I've never played T92, but I guess I could, maybe a good thing. M3 Lee's now HD. Collision model improved. On the IS, this isn't affecting the 122mm guns that we all know and love. This is only the 100mm guns. 100mm gun, I should say. And it looks like it's getting nerfed. I mean, not nerfed, buffed. I need to get my terms right here. ISU 152 is now in HD. KV1 research cost for the KV1S mod 1942 is changed from 23,000 to 10,000. Probably because the KV1S is getting bumped down. Now I don't get this. It says the KV1S branches out into 2 vehicles, the KV1S and the KV85. How is the KV1S branching out to the KV1S? Doesn't make any sense, but whatever. The KV85 replacing a Tier 6. It does not have any notable differences in terms of armor protection, but has better dynamics. And it's slower than the KV1S. The main difference between the tanks is the mounted guns. The KV85 has kept its 122mm, although the gun's parameters were significantly rebalanced when compared to the gun of the KV1S. So that most likely means a nerf. Da 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 da. Looks like the KV-85 main gun is meant to be the 100mm. So, yeah, pretty much getting rid of the KV-1S, this big 122mm that it's all feared for right now, unfortunately. It was a fun tank. Object 430, dispersion, reload times getting buffed, not nerfed. You can quit saying nerfed. T-34 is in HD, IS-7 is in HD. Now this will be a nice one. The transmission of the following vehicles will not be set on fire when hit by a shell. Look at all these Germans. The E100, the Jagdpanzer E100, the Maus, the VK7201K, the Waffenträger E100, the Jagdtiger E50, E75, VK4502P, B, the Waffenträger auf Panzer IV, the Jagdtiger 88, the Jagdpanther Low, the Panther 2, the Tiger 2, and the Tiger 1. So that means less fires for all of us German driving tankers out there. And of course, T-28, Object 263, Type 61, the STA-1, and the FV-215V-183 have a little less of a chance of getting set on fire when getting hit in the transmission. And of course, the suspension's getting buffed for all these light tank vehicles right here. Bunch of new awards. Nothing too much there. They lower the excessively high value for obtaining marks of excellence. Now if a vehicle drowns, after its track has been hit, the vehicle will be destroyed by a player that hit the track. And this is pretty much just repeating everything that we already have gone over. Just some minor bug fixes, all the little things that we don't really care about too much. If you care to read all those little things, you can just pause the video right here and read them all. So that's it for patch 9.3 notes. Tell me, what do you think in the comments, especially the KV-1S being bumped down to tier 5. I know I was surprised about that, but then again I wasn't. It was only a matter of time before something like that was going to happen. Anyways, thanks for watching. Subscribe for more. We'll see you guys later.